In this training, we'll be walking through how to enter qualified retirement accounts. To do this, we're going to start by going to our plus button again in the bottom right-hand corner and selecting the retirement tile. In this option, we're going to go straight to the retirement plan section. This is where you'll find all of your qualified retirement accounts. By selecting the drop-down, we can go to all of our traditional retirement account types such as 401k, Roth 401k, all of our traditional retirement account types. For Judy, we're going to select the Roth 401k option. This is what she has at her employer. Going to give this a name, and this is going to be what appears in the dashboard and also what appears in reports. Going to give this a balance as of today, and we're going to give this a cost basis, and we're going to say how much she is contributing to this account. She's contributing a percent of her income, but you can also select amount or amount with inflation, and she is contributing 10% of her income. 100% of that is going to the Roth, and her employer is matching that. They're matching that contribution up to 5%, and they're matching it up to 75%, and 100% of that is going to the traditional. We're going to link this to her employment income, and she's not making any non-Roth after-tax contributions, so we're going to leave this portion blank. We're going to go to our growth section and leave this at a fixed growth rate of 6%. Under fees, we're going to leave this at 0.5%. For timing, we're going to leave the contributions as starting now and ending at retirement. This is going to be the default for any of our qualified retirement accounts. So typically we're going to leave these as is. And under beneficiaries, I'm going to select that her spouse is the beneficiary for this account. And then for steps, you do have the option to step the contributions if you'd like, or the growth, withdrawal limit, or timing. You can also do transfers if you'd like from other accounts. You can set withdrawal limits, and you can do planned withdrawals. Planned withdrawals, I'd just like to point out that this account does follow the RMD rules based on the client's date of birth, and so you do not have to set up any planned withdrawals based on RMD rules. The software will do that for you. I'm going to click Save and add another and put in Philip's 401k. He has a traditional 401k through his employer, so we're going to put that in the plan. His balance is $89,000, and he is contributing 8% of his income. His employer is also matching that, and they are matching 6% up to 100% of that match. And we're going to link that employment income. For growth, we're going to leave that at 6%. The fees are 0.5. The beneficiary is Judy, and I'm going to leave all of those others as is. We're going to click Done to save. And we should also see this cash flow chart fill out now. And you're going to notice a couple of other different colors than what we had in the cash flow chart before. So you're going to see that we now have some retirement savings coming into the plan whenever Philip hits age 75 due to RMDs. So we now have his traditional 401k coming into the plan, and then we also have Judy's Roth 401k coming into the plan when her RMDs kick in at her age 75, and also to fill out their expense needs later in the plan. We can also click into year view to see a bit more information about what's happening in those years, so we can see Philip's traditional 401k here in the cash flow tab. We can also go over here to retirement and see the withdrawals occurring. We can also click into this and see if any of those are required, and the required means that those are RMDs. So you can see how much of this was an RMD. And you can scroll over to other years to see how much of those withdrawals were required. You can click into Judy's and see if there is any difference between what was required and what was actually withdrawn based on their expense needs. And we can also go into our Let's See screen, dual chart, and see our cash flow versus our taxes. And we can see our expenses and our assets charts, and turn on our details and see what's in these accounts in the various years now that we've filled out those assets. And you can even see what was in those accounts at retirement. You can turn on your legend, and you can even see what was transferred in to the IRA upon someone's mortality event, transferred to the spouse. And you can even pull out certain assets if you'd like, and just look at those two accounts that we just entered. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions, remember you can always click the name of your client in the top right, select Request Support, enter your question into the text box, and share client access. Thanks for listening.